everyone, it's Jack and Adam from Cultaholic.com. It's Monday morning. It's time for the news. There's lots of big news, actually.
There's some very, very big news, and it's a very big day for Cultaholic as well. Keep your eyes on the channel. What could it be?
Oh, we're not saying yet?
No.
Okay, right, fair enough. Then let's just look at some of the headlines. A WWE star has officially left the company. WWE fans have been left upset following a live event in New York. And a huge first-time ever match has been confirmed for tonight's Monday Night Raw. So first of all, let's talk about the WWE star who has officially left. Their contract has expired, and yeah, it turns out that it's none other than Matt Hardy.
Pissing finally.
Yeah, well,
Weeks and months and years of speculation, it feels like.
Yeah,
he's gone.
I mean, he's only been back for the last 3 years. He's done various things. He allied with Bray Wyatt for a little bit. He obviously recently got destroyed by Randy Orton, but it's been a really unique situation, hasn't it, thinking about it, that there's been all this intense speculation about him filling a position in an entirely different promotion, which is, of course, the exalted one,
yes.
AEW.
Will it happen? You know what? I'm not going to believe it until I see it as well. He's released a video on YouTube saying he's gone, but it's Matt Hardy. It just wouldn't surprise me if he popped up on Raw tonight, honestly. So in the video, he says, as of this current time, I've decided to let my contract with WWE expire. I'm going to become a free agent. That's not to say I'm not going to return to WWE. I want to enter a creative renaissance, and I want to have non-stop input on my creative process, and I think that's where WWE and I are on different pages.
He also mentioned that he thinks he has a few years left as an active wrestler. He is 45 at the moment, but of course we've seen very recently that superstars older than that can win world titles. So
anything can happen in the World Wrestling Federation.
It certainly can. He said, time is ticking. I'm too old to waste time. I have to do it now. I can't wait a year or 2 years. I'm going to do it now. He also said that he would be watching lots of wrestling this week, name dropping pretty much every show from promotions like WWE, AEW, Impact, Ring of Honor, NWA, Major League Wrestling, and New Japan as well. And did say that he did see himself back in WWE in the future, mentioning a possible Hall of Fame induction.
I'm that good.
Yeah.
Come on, he is. He deserves, obviously he deserves it.
Yeah, they could go in separately or as the Hardy Boys with him and Jeff as well. I mean, I mean...
Where do you see him ending up, Jack?
AEW is the exalted one, yeah.
You reckon? They teased with that graphic, right? And it had some words on one of the letters, and then people Googled these words. We'll flash it up for you now. But the lyrics of the song that it's referencing mention the word buzzards. So, they're teasing Luke Harper as well, I guess.
Really?
Maybe.
Buzzards can just be mentioned in songs, surely.
There was a lot of mentions of the word.
Oh, was there a lot of buzzards?
Yeah.
The song was called The Buzzard.
I can't remember what it was, but we'll flash up the lyrics for you now as well. Make your own mind up. We'll see on Thursday. He's good to go as of now, right? He could pop up literally anywhere. There's no 3 months because the contract has expired.
Right,
so he can just go wherever. So we could see him on Thursday night, or we could see him tonight. Who knows?
Oh, it's all very exciting. I don't know how to end that. It's just very exciting.
It's very exciting.
Very exciting. Delete. Next up, let's go to the Wrestling Observer, where they were talking about a lot of complaints coming from a house show, a SmackDown house show, this past Saturday in Elmira, New York, regarding, it's one of those classic situations where WWE have advertised someone pretty heavily and then they haven't been there. But in this case, it wasn't a legend or, it wasn't something like Goldberg being advertised and then appearing on satellite instead. It was actually Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, an active roster member.
Yeah.
So he was advertised for a match against The Miz in the main event. All of the TV commercials were built around The Fiend coming to this venue, and then he didn't turn up. It's always bollocks when they do this. Like, I've seen interviews with Vince McMahon saying, his priority is to give the people what is advertised to them.
Yeah.
And then they do something like this. I mean, I guess it could still be the main event as well, even though he's not got the title. People would be up for it.
Totally.
They just want to see the Fiend, and that speaks volumes about how invested people are in this character as well.
Yeah, the fact that it's not somebody like The Rock or Austin or Hogan makes me think that maybe there's an actual valid reason for this. Like maybe he picked up a knock, or maybe there was some personal issues or something. I don't know.
Perhaps.
It could be anything. He could have just.
He hasn't mentioned anything. I don't think he would mention if he was injured or something on Twitter. But all he's done on Twitter is slag off creative and do some more sort of spooky, vague nonsense.
Yeah.
He's back to the old Bray, isn't he?
Oh, it's all been kicking off on Twitter, right? So I think that Bray Wyatt needs to get into it with Sam first of all,
Okay.
and I think that also, did you see Kenny calling out Bubba Ray Dudley?
Yeah, I loved it. I love Kenny on Twitter is absolutely fantastic. Yesterday he was once again slagging off people who recline their seats on airplanes. That's his other social cause.
Yeah.
But anyway, Bray Wyatt. Obviously he's got the Cena stuff coming out, but people want to see him. People want to see him. He's a spectacle, isn't he? I'd be disappointed if he was advertised. Like he's probably the one on that card that I'd be most excited for, with or without the title.
Yes, he's possibly the biggest draw in SmackDown at the minute, apart from maybe Roman Reigns. But he's certainly one of the main superstars in WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be a shame. I don't know why they do it.
It's just crap, isn't it?
Yeah. Next up, let's talk about Dustin Rhodes, who has talked about plans to form a new tag team in AEW. He was speaking following his loss to Jake Hager in the opening match of Revolution on Saturday.
What do you think of the match? Kiss spot? You like it?
The match itself was fine. Like, it was a bit of a hard-hitting brawl, and then Hager was using some of his MMA techniques that he picked up in 5-star wrestling and stuff. But then the kiss spot was really outdated. If you didn't see it, what happened was Hager's wife was a big part of the event, of the match. She was at ringside. Jake Hager got off with her for ages before the match for heat, like any heel, in like a sort of like Melina, Johnny Nitro kind of way. And then later on, she was having
a Melina Batista kind of way.
And later on, she was having a go at...
Or a Melina Jack the Jobber kind of way. Carry on.
That's untrue. And later on, she was having to go at Dustin over the guardrail. She went to slap him, and it was the old school forcing a kiss on the heel woman, which in 2020 doesn't really.
WWE cut it from the network, didn't they? The
Becky
Ric
Lynch
Flair
one.
Becky Lynch one. Yeah, that's not heat. That's.
Yeah,
and he's the baby face.
I know, and everyone went,
hey, I did it. I stole a kiss.
Yeah, and when wasn't there also one where Flair plopped his jacket over Becky's head like she was a budgie and she'd get confused? Oh yeah, plopped it. That's the only way I can describe it. Kind of like that. Anyway, apart from that, I think the match was fine. It certainly wasn't the best thing on the show, but Dustin was speaking in the aftermath of the loss, and he was kayfabing it up, kayfabe style. He said, I'm a little bit upset right now, not going to lie about it, disappointed in myself. I think it's scripted, isn't it? I think it may be time for me to maybe reach out and take a partner for a little while. And then he chose maybe the lowest ranked man in the AEW men's singles division, QT Marshall. He said QT Marshall has been there for the Nightmare family for quite some time, and I want to give him a chance. So you're going to be seeing a lot of us together. It's going to help my body tremendously, and QT is the right man. He's tough, he's been in the business a long time, and I think he deserves a shot. And of course, we have a secret weapon.
Dr. Luther!
No, it's not. That would be great. It's not the fact that he says we have a secret weapon. He says we have a secret weapon and then immediately reveals what it is. He says, and of course, we have a secret weapon. That secret weapon is Brandy Rhodes.
The secret's out. Right. I wouldn't mind.
My sister-in-law.
That.
There we go.
I think I'd be alright seeing that.
Yeah.
They're not going to do great together, are they? And I don't mind Dustin taking a bit of a back seat and being the tag division either. I think that's alright.
Brandy will be there, he continued, as our manager and help us on our path to tag team gold, hopefully. We're trying to call ourselves the Natural Nightmares, maybe. That sounds pretty good, right? That's
He's just fantasy booking this, isn't he?
I think we'll win it.
We're called the Natural Nightmares and we're going to win the tag team belts at the next pay-per-view.
We'll hold them for like 11 months and then, I think that I'd quite like that. I enjoy the fact that AEW seem pretty good. They've not nailed it yet, but they've only been around for a little bit of time. But when someone's taken a big loss or whatever, they kind of cycle them out and push someone else for a bit, and then push. Remember when Scorpio Sky was pushed and had that little singles feud with Jericho, for example? Whereas Dustin, on the other hand, is more of a main big name who's going to take a bit of a step back, and I think that's right.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
QT Marshall's one of those curious ones where he's never going to win a belt. They've made it clear that like he's there as basically a jobber kind of. But at the same time, he gets really over because of it. He had a match where Cody chose him as his tag partner. And he did that weird... It was kind of a Sasuke special.
Remember,
it was really good. So I think that they're going to be quite a crowd-pleasing tag team, and they're probably going to be used in reality to get heel tag teams over.
Well, they've got this second show starting up, haven't they? They've got their SmackDown coming fairly soon, so there's going to be more space, because it is... Like, the good thing about the AEW roster is there aren't that many people, so everybody seems to get a bit of a go. Like, Kip Sabian will pop up somewhere, maybe Jimmy Havoc will have a match once every 6 weeks or something. But with the second show, I think everybody is going to be in a chance where they can get exposed to the audience, so that's good.
Yeah, I agree. I fully agree, and I think this is a good move as long as Dustin doesn't try and kiss any more of the roster's wives.
Good point.
Yeah, it was weird. And finally, a huge first-time match has been confirmed for tonight's Raw. It is a big match, actually, one that will be worthy, in my mind, of a huge pay-per-view. But they're doing it on Raw, the first time ever. On WWE.com, they've said that tonight, Shayna Baszler and Asuka will clash, as first reported by the New York Post, even though WWE will have known about it. They do that thing, don't they?
Asuka's getting buried here, isn't she?
Yeah.
I hope not. I desperately hope not. It needs to go 10 minutes. Save Asuka.
Do you think that maybe Becky Lynch should get involved? Because her and Shayna have been going at it recently.
I think that's that makes sense. But WWE seem to have such low stock in Asuka that they won't. They'll just have her beat her clean, I think. And I don't mind Asuka getting beaten clean and everything. I just don't want her to look foolish tonight.
I feel like the damage was done with Asuka back when she lost to Charlotte at WrestleMania 34. And then John Cena just ran up the ramp because that was just after that match. He just learned that the Undertaker was in the building. But no, I think that maybe it'll be okay. I don't think I think you're right. I think Asuka losing isn't too bad a thing at this stage. You need to push Shayna towards this Elimination Chamber match, which she's 100% going to win. How are they going to make it dramatic in that Elimination Chamber?
I guess something has to happen here with Asuka so there's drama in the match, because the only two, I don't want to say legitimate competitors, because there's a lot of very talented wrestlers in that match, but the only two to really look out for in that match are Shayna and Asuka. So maybe something happens here. God, it's this Sunday, isn't it?
It is.
Jesus Christ.
I guess,
so maybe there won't be a clean finish tonight.
I guess it's been building towards, there's a couple of feuds going on in that same match, not necessarily involving Becky Lynch in the title picture. So there's Liv Morgan and Ruby Riott. They're probably going to go at it. Maybe they'll start the match or something.
Yeah.
Actually, I think Shayna will start it and just...
I think she'll decimate everyone, And then maybe Asuka's the last person in. I think maybe this is it. Maybe Asuka gets the win tonight after Becky shenanigans to make her look more legitimate ahead of Sunday.
Yeah, that might be true. That might be a good shout.
What else is on the card tonight, Jack?
Well, first of all, I'll just remind everyone of all the rest of the entrants in the Elimination Chamber match. There is, of course, Shayna and Asuka. There's Ruby Riott, Sarah Logan, Liv Morgan, and Natalya as well. And also announced for tonight, okay, here we go. Seth Rollins and Buddy Murphy are taking on the Street Profits in a now or never tag championship match.
I read the article on this, and I thought it was going to explicitly say this means if they lose, they can never challenge again, but it doesn't.
Well, now or never would imply it, sure.
Yeah, you'd think so.
We might see a title change, you never know.
I think it actually means now or not before WrestleMania.
And also,
this is big.
Riddick Moss is putting his 24/7 title on the line. It's always on the line.
Yeah, that's the way it works.
But he's putting it on the line. Do you think Mojo could be back in with a shout?
Yeah, I think that's what it's going to be. Even though they haven't really referenced that in the past, I think it was just last week they didn't, maybe, or maybe it's been 2 weeks. Who is Riddick Moss? I know who Riddick Moss is, but for anyone watching Raw, never before, he's Mojo's crap mate who rolled him up.
Lineman.
He's his offensive lineman. Well, not anymore.
No.
That lasted 3 weeks.
He's not his playboy anymore.
No. And
he called him it. Did you hear? So, you know how he called you... Right, so Mojo Rawley famously once called you playboy as a means of affection.
Not once, numerous times. Every DM.
Well, he had I think it was a triple threat match, Mojo, Riddick, and R-Truth on a recent Raw.
Yeah.
And Mojo threw Riddick into the barricade and went, "Yeah, you like that, playboy?" It was used as a slur there. Yeah, I know.
That means it sounds like he's been having a go at me.
I know.
He's my mate. He's been helping us out recently.
Oh.
DM'd him. We're doing a Where Are They Now on the first WWE Performance Center.
Did you ask him who some of the people were?
Who's that and who's that? And he got straight back to me.
Oh, Mojo. I hope he wins.
Playboy. Yeah, go on, Mojo.
Go on, Mojo.
Go on.
Come on.
By the way, Tom's feeling rough today. He can't talk. He's upstairs. He'll be fine. He'll be back later.
Yeah.
See you in a bit.
Hey, thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section down below. You can support us on Patreon by going to patreon.com/Cultaholic. Lastly, don't forget to hit subscribe and join us.